NBA fans, welcome back to the channel. Jordan versus LeBron. Okay, we're going to get into LeBron's last two championships, the in-season tournament, and 2020 bubble. If you haven't seen my videos, we're on year 3 going into year 4 of Jordan's first 3 years in the playoffs in the regular season and LeBron's first 3 years in the regular season in the playoffs. And like I said, it's all about stats and it's all about numbers. I've been getting a lot of comments about you can't compare an 18-year-old to a 21-year-old. Why can't we? LeBron came in with the biggest expectations, and he was the biggest hype player of all time. He called himself the king. So why can't we? If LeBron got a 3-year head start on stats, can we take those stats away? So again, if you're the biggest hype player of all time and you're the king and you got all these expectations, and what were the expectations? Well, if you were the biggest hype player of all time coming into the NBA, that means your expectations coming into the NBA was to be better than Bird, Magic, Jordan, Kareem, Wilt, all these players. You had to equal what they did coming into the NBA, or you had to exceed those expectations. So to me, you had to exceed those expectations. Yeah, Kareem, Wilt, Jordan, Bird, these players like this, yeah, they had expectations and they had hype coming into the NBA. But apparently, like they say, LeBron was the biggest hype. So go back and watch those videos. We're going on season 4 next, and I'm not going to spoil too much of it. Just go back and watch it. And we've been looking at the stats and what's been going on. And we want to get into this in-season tournament right here. LeBron's last 2 championships. So in 2020, this is who LeBron played in the bubble with 3 Hall of Fame teammates against one guy, Jimmy Butler, who was a Hall of Fame teammate. Well, if you want to be real, LeBron was a top 75 player. He is. Dwight Howard, top 70. My fault. AD, top 75 player, and Dwight Howard, Hall of Fame player. Some people say he should have been top 75, which I agree. When you go back and you look at his accolades, he should be top 75. So this is who they played in the bubble. The Lakers, they had the number 1 seed in the playoffs in the West, 52-19. Who they play in the first round? They played number 8 Portland. Number 8 Portland. Number 8 seed Portland. 35-39. Second round, the Rockets, 44-28. Third round, they played the Denver Nuggets, which was the number 3 seed, 46-27. I don't see a 50-win team right here. And then they played the Heat, the number 5 seed Heat, which was 44-29. They played the Heat in the finals. Now, we can go into the Heat having all these injuries, all this stuff, but we can't make excuses. There's been injuries in the finals throughout the years in the history of the NBA. So I'm not going to make those excuses. But what I will say is this was 3 Hall of Famers against 1 Hall of Fame player, Jimmy Butler. And we talk about Jordan. He didn't play nobody. Who is this? Does this really count? So who is Jimmy Butler better that you say Jordan played in the playoffs that was no competition when we talk about one player? When Jordan went against 1 Hall of Famer, was he better than Gary Payton? Was that Heat team better than the Sonics? No. That Sonics team won 60 games, and that team was loaded. Sean Kemp, he should be a Hall of Famer. Was he better than Stockton? Jimmy Butler? Yeah, no. Not even close. Let's see. Clyde Drexler Was he better than Clyde Drexler? Well, we'll leave Stockton out because he had Malone. I'm talking about when Jordan went up against one Hall of Famer versus him and Scottie Pippen. So, well, is Jimmy Butler better than Clyde Drexler? No, hell no. So those are the two teams, the Sonics and the Portland Trailblazers, who Jordan went up against that had one Hall of Fame player on that team, on those teams. And were the Magic better than the Portland Trailblazers? You got to remember, this Trailblazers team went to the finals before the Bulls did. Was that Heat team better than the Sonics team? No. So we move on right here to the in-season tournament. And in the tournament, LeBron played Portland, 6-15 on the year. The Grizzlies, 7-15. The Jazz, 12-10. No, the Jazz, 7-15. The Suns, 12-10. And then you had the Pelicans, 12-11. They met the Pacers in the so-called championship game. The Pacers played in the tournament. The Cavs, 13-10. 76ers, 14-7. Played the Hawks, 9-12. Played the Pistons, 2-10. Played the Bucks, 15-7. Played Boston, 16-5. So when we look at who the Lakers played, the combined win-loss record was 44-66. Whew. The Pacers, who played the Lakers in the championship, their opponents' record combined was 71-46. So you would think that the Pacers would win this game like it was nothing. AD, top 75 player. LeBron, top 75 player against no Hall of Fame players on the Pacers. Wow. Okay. These are the two championships that the Lakers, LeBron, won. His last two championships. He played nobody. They destroyed the Pacers, who forgot to, all of a sudden, they forgot how to play. And you want to what? Pat LeBron on the back? Oh. Boy, I can tell you what. So, in the bubble, he beat no 50-win teams. Played a number 5 team. Number 5 team. What's going on here? What's going on? And we talk about who Jordan played. This is sad. You can't get over this. Why ain't the media talking about this? And this dude's popping champagne. We talking about he's the best. Wow. Imagine if Jordan beat no 50-win teams, had 2 Hall of Fame teammates, and won a championship. Nobody's talking about this. Last 2 championships. And let me tell you something. The in-season tournament is just now. So you win that championship, you don't make the playoffs, you don't win the NBA championship, you already won a championship. So this is what this is going to be about. Nothing else. But if you win the in-season tournament championship, guess what? if you make the playoffs and you win the finals, you won 2 championships. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. And it's no surprise. All these teams that got beat by LeBron, now they're out there winning. And they're beating LeBron. A couple teams already beat LeBron after the in-season tournament. And all of a sudden they know how to play. We got the play in. So LeBron, he can be like 500 and make the play in. I mean, the West is so bad this year, he could just not play. 500, 2 games, over 500, whatever it is. That's what this guy's going to do. That's what AD is going to do. They don't have to put forth no more effort. If they don't make the play in, they don't make the playoffs, it's going to be swept under the rug. They won the in-season tournament. That's enough. And this is going to be the excuse for now on for every team that won the in-season tournament. This is what this is about. You're going to be touted as the best ever if you win 2 championships in a year. If you flame out after winning the in-season tournament, they still had a good year. And a lot of people think it's about the money. It's not about the money. You know what $500,000 is to these guys? It's like $500, especially after taxes. You get about $250K. That's like $250 to them, if that. So when LeBron said, "Oh, he's playing for the money. He wants his money," it's not about money. It's about them winning the championship in the beginning of the season. And if they don't make the playoffs, they don't make the play-in, they don't win the championship, you're good to go. Who cares? You already won a championship. And this is why the NBA is going down the drain. This doesn't give them any incentive to play just because they said it was for money. No, it gives them the incentive to play because they already won a championship. So leave your comments. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe.